Yo, what up? This is MOG.Y and you're tuned in to AU Dollars.
Bed much more comfortable.
Cold-handed, I'm gunning in my lane, laughing all of the way to the bank. I can hear the pain barking, put a rank on you.
Yo, what up, Cash fam? My name is Matthew Craig. You are tuned into AU Dollars, Australia's Hip Hop Connect. Yo, we got Melbourne hip hop royalty in the building right now. So, if you're from Melbourne and you're enjoying this interview, make sure you're liking and commenting on this video. Let us know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and all that good shit. Because, yeah, my guy in the building right now, upcoming Melbourne hip-hop star on the rise, one of my personal favourite artists. You've seen him on City Loop with Posseshot. You've seen his new project just dropped. That's My Girl's the hottest song on the streets right now. My man, MOG.Y. Welcome to AU Dollars, bro.
Yes. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Good to see you.
She's had me through.
Good, man. Well, welcome to the North Side for a start.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to be here, man. As I said before, man, I jumped on those toll roads and I was like, I am still not here. I'm deep north.
Yeah. Deep in the north, shout out Mornsey.
Yeah, just shout out Morns.
Bro, yeah, congrats on everything that's been happening lately, my G. Because as I said, like, been around Melbourne hip hop for a minute. Anyone who is in the Melbourne hip hop scene knows the name MOG.Y right now at the moment because you've been putting in that work, eh?
Thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope so. You know, fucking just you keep slugging it, eh? You just, I've been sort of project on project probably for the last 3 years.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to sort of end up with like maybe one big project and one little project every year-ish, year and a bit. So, yeah, no, I mean, it's good, man. It's, you know, get that momentum and shit. People start to fucking recognise and change as well, you know what I mean? You fucking improve.
Yeah, that's it. You just notice the development and the evolution in the
Straight
style
up, man.
Sort of stuff. Let's dive into that style a little bit, man. We'll get to your backstory in a minute. I want to talk through that, but I want to start with your unique approach, and I want to start with the vocals, bro. Like that raspy voice, that harsh voice, bro. Where's it come from? What are the influences? How'd you start doing that? Because it's iconic and it's noticeable. The minute you hear you on the track,
noticeable,
it's like, I know who the fuck this cunt is right now.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Where's that come from, G?
Well, fucking when I was younger, I was heaps into like Nine, like Ill Bill, like early Ill Bill, like not like you know, like Ill Bill that was like the unreleased shit where he sounded like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Flatbush Zombies, they were huge when we came in. Shout out Michi Darko. When we sort of, you know, man, when I was like 15, 16 and like just smoking weed and being, you know, just fucking teenagers, that was soundtrack and my fucking just palm trees and just all those mixtapes and shit, man. They were huge.
Better Off Dead is one of
Better
those
Off Dead, man. Yeah, and Drugs, the other one,
facts.
And yeah, man, who else? Fucking, they were the main ones, really. Gravediggers. Yeah. 6 Feet Deep Gravediggers. We were just like at the skate park, Prance Skate Park. Shout out Prance Skate Park.
Yeah.
Like every day, just blasting that kind of shit. And I think I fucking infected my brain.
Yeah.
And then like it sort of ended up coming quite naturally. Like I didn't push towards it. Yeah. But I think my brain was like, oh, you like that? That's how it's gonna. And now I've like I've fucked up my voice. like bad.
The Darren Lockyer of Australian hip hop.
Yeah, the damage is done. The damage is done. I'm the Darren Lockyer of Australian hip hop. Yeah, and so a lot of people sort of like. I meet cunts and, you know, sorry.
You can swear whatever you want. It's a hip-hop show, bro.
Yeah, sweet, man. I meet people and they'll be like, oh, what the hell, man? Like, you don't sound like you do. And it's like, bro, you haven't spoken to me for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. You hang with you, bro. You can hear that.
Yeah, it's like, give it 5 minutes. And then if you get on the baz with me, and it's like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, then it's cooking.
Oh, it's really bad, man. I sound like I need a fucking electrolarynx. Like, it's really bad. Like, it's actually like, it's become a medical problem.
Oh, shit.
I gotta see doctors and shit now.
Shit, protect that shit because we want you to have a career, bro. We don't want
to
feel
for
like
your art.
Yeah. Facts, bro. But where does the even just the songwriting, man, like, is it somewhere for me, like, it's definitely hip hop, but there's elements of R&B. It's almost like I feel what Azira Shad does really well. He blurs the lines between like melodic stuff or more like laconic shit with rap and the bars, and I feel you sit in that sort of lane somewhere there. Is that intentional? Or?
Thank you, man. That's a compliment because like even he's been a sort of name that's been coming up just in like our sessions and just like when we're sort of working on when I'm getting beats and shit like that. And yeah, man, like I didn't it was never the road. Like I was like a hardcore Oz hip hop fan. I was like every day at Obese Records.
Yep.
Like, I got a fat fucking collection.
Shout out Obese.
Shout out Obese. Like, straight up, there was a long period of time there where, other than a few ones that I was listening to, like the ones I mentioned before, I had a pretty much like self-sustained Australian hip hop diet.
As did a lot of dudes doing graph and skating.
Exactly,
It was the culture.
Exactly. And that was the culture. Like, it was skating and then graph, and that was sort of soundtracking every day. So it wasn't ever like an intention for me to be like, oh, I'm going to do some singy shit, or I'm going to do some whatever. But then, it came as a sort of a natural development. I like tried something. I remember I was in a session one day and I was just like, delete this. Yeah. Like, if this is fucked, it doesn't leave the studio. Like, if this is fucked, it doesn't leave the studio. And you don't tell anyone that I did this. This is code. Yeah. And then we made it, and I sent it to like a homie that I was working with, and he was like, bro, more of this.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And then just it comes. I think it's one of those things where, like, you have a direction in your head and you might not be actively working towards it, but like, it's kind of like when you're driving and you're staring at something like some graph off the side of the road, and then you're about to hit a street sign. You know what I mean? You're looking at it, you don't realize you're moving towards it, but you're looking at it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm in a ditch. Yeah.
I fuck with that.
But in a positive ditch. In a singing ditch.
I'm in a singing ditch.
I'm in a Posseshot ditch.
Yeah. I fuck with that. Run it back a bit to, you mentioned coming up graph and skating and that. What were your early introductions, your upbringing, I guess, into the scene, what we want to call, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about linking up with the boys, fucking, we're all smoking billies and doing whatever the fuck we were doing. But give us a bit of that backstory, man. Moving around St Kilda, Paran Skate Park, as you mentioned.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so St Kilda born and raised, 318 to the death.
Shout out Southside.
Shout out Southside. And I suppose, man, we started out at Paran Skate Park, and that was just like it was like a ritual.
Yeah.
And the school thought it was a problem. Like, it was, all the time. And then from Paran Skate Park, you started picking up all those graph tones, and I was like, man, I want to be doing this. I was listening to fucking heaps of rap, and I was like, what are they talking about?
Trying to learn the story.
Yeah, they were like talking about shit, and I was like, I don't really understand what they're talking about. And then I started to be like, yeah, they're definitely talking about graph.
Yeah.
And I won't go into graph too much, but so I really fell in love with it, and it was really cool. And then met a lot of people through it, and then I ended up coming out the other side because I was always rapping. Yeah. So I was always rapping. So I was always sort of like, oh man, I want to be making songs like the songs I like. That's why I got into graph, is because the songs that I liked were talking about it. And I was like, I want to understand this. And then I did it. I enjoyed it. I met Posseshot back in the day. I met some cool people, and then I was like, I picked up the culture. I don't want to say that. I picked up like a lot of the
community,
the etiquette, and the respect and the etiquette from graph, and then I was like, I sort of took that with me, and so that's why I sort of like, when I'm making music, it's me, it's authentic. The sound, like, obviously the sound is different, and I didn't do it on purpose, and I'll tell you what. If you saw my graph stuff from back in the day, you'd be like, bro, you graph like you rap. Like, straight up. Wavy. Straight up. I've been told that so many times. It's ridiculous. Cool. And so it was just like, I've always sort of been in my own lane and been like, fuck it, I'll just do this and just like maintain the respect, maintain the etiquette, know the scene, do your history, those sorts of things, and just, so that's sort of what I built on, and now a few projects deep, and we're doing bits.
Yeah, for real. You mentioned Posseshot there. I want to shout out to, obviously, Carney and Mus. Let's talk about that City Loop, fucking incredible project last year the boys put out, bringing the whole city together and really putting on Melbourne hip hop culture. Still My Style was a fan favourite. You can see that in numbers, and everyone's just really vibing with it. Yeah. Talk a bit about the connection with Mus and Carney.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're dons. I suppose like the connection sort of predates that, where it's like, I was rapping in Melbourne quite a bit, and I wasn't really breaking any barriers. No one was really listening, and so I ended up actually moving. I was doing a lot of like regular flights to Brisbane. Yep. So shout out Noah Network, Kyle Gully. Yep. So I actually started. I recorded my first EP in Brisbane, fucking with them, and getting down with that. And then I came back, and then I linked with these dudes in Sydney. Shout out Who Knows. It's actually like a crew that I've been a part of for like a really, really long time now. Yeah. but yeah, the whole while Melbourne wasn't really fucking with it.
Okay.
It was different.
Yeah.
And like, it was like, fair enough. You know what I mean? And it's a polarizing thing. Like the music is kind of like, you either...
You're either going to love it or hate it.
You either love it or you hate it.
That's
and
it.
it's like...
But real heads know.
Real heads know. Yeah. But, and real heads did find out. And
Yeah,
so, and that's what
happens.
happened. And pretty much like, I got Posseshot to thank for putting me on in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Because they really, yeah, I mean, they got me. That's the thing is I was making hell projects, man, and not playing any live because I wasn't getting booked.
Yeah.
And so I was just making projects on projects on projects. And then PS booked me for that hardcore show. Oh, that's the regular show. But yeah, the hardcore show.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it went off. And from there, and then, so City Loop. And obviously, as I said, I met them sort of from around the area because they were also Balaclava boys.
Yeah,
and,
for real.
And so, yeah, man, they're good dudes. And I've got a lot of love for them.
Yeah, go run up our interview right here with Posseshot as
Yeah.
well. If you're watching this and want to tap into their story because it's fucking mint. They are dons running Melbourne hip hop right now. And it's dope to see the Melbourne culture and particularly Melbourne graph and street culture now being put onto the whole country. Because let's be real, everyone's talking about Western Sydney drill and all that shit at the moment. But there's something special bubbling here again. There's a renaissance going on.
Definitely.
Yeah. So and you're a big part of that, my G. So
Thank you, man. Yeah. I mean, and that was sort of the thing as well. It was like when that was before Melbourne really picked up on it, I was like, I'm probably going to have to circumvent Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like I was like, Melbourne's not really fucking with this. And then things started actually popping like interstate and then eventually like overseas as well.
Yeah.
But
Whereabouts you getting love overseas?
Like in the UK.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I thought it'd be
yeah,
UK fucking with
but
it.
yeah, I'm sort of like not really at liberty to talk about it, but I've got like, these big things just
got shit going on.
sitting in a Dropbox.
You got
bro.
shit going on, bro. You got shit
There's shit going on. But yeah.
We'll talk about this off camera.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off camera. But it's like one of those things where it's like, no one really knows. Like so much happens in the music scene, like without people really realizing. And it's all sort of, it's like tip of the iceberg shit, what people see. But that's like still the beauty of it to like rep it on your home soil, like in Melbourne. Yeah. There's something like really special about it. Like as much as it's like, oh fuck, it's mad to like blow somewhere else or whatever.
Do it at home, bro.
You got to get that love from home.
Exactly. And especially now with like shows opening up again, like I think Melbourne's done it tougher than anyone the last couple of years, but everyone on the ground's been putting in the work, releasing and like building their digital profile, whatever. I think the return of shows this is going to be really exciting. You got anything planned or?
Yeah, I'm playing March 18. I played new tracks off the
March
EP.
18,
March
great.
18, Workers Club.
Workers.
Pank Productions double launch.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pank Productions, a fucking Melbourne OG.
What night of the week is that?
Sorry?
What night of the week is that?
It's Friday.
Friday. Okay, bet. Get down. I'm going to get down.
Boom.
I'm going to get down. That's going to be dope.
So I'll be kicking all new, new, which I'm excited for.
Off the new record. Tell us a bit about the new record. Tell us about the intention behind it, thematically, where you at. Is it recently made and then put out? What's your turnaround between like recording and
fast?
Yeah.
Very fast.
Dope.
I fucking hate like leaving music too long.
Yeah.
It like and that's not like that's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Because I know people that are like, bro, I've been sitting on this fucking track for 3 years. What are you saying? But for me, it's just like it'll drive me nuts. Yeah. And I will like by the time I stop liking the song, you won't get to hear it. Yeah. Because I'll be like, nah, it's going in the bin. Yeah. And people will be like, bro, what are you talking about? Yeah. I haven't even heard it yet. So
you gotta keep it.
I gotta keep it going. Yeah. But within reason. Yeah. But so I went. I spent a little bit of time living in the States. Not too long, but about half a year. In San Diego. Yeah. And so sort of had some. I went over there like for university. Yeah. And I ended up at a research uni, which I didn't intend to end up at.
Educated man, right here.
Hey, well learned. You got to be learned. And I didn't intend to be at a fucking research uni. Yeah. And I was in class and they were just like, talking about themselves. And I was like, yo, I'm from Australia and I like to party. So if there's something going on,
I'm there.
Yeah, I'm there. Like it was like literally like a tell us about you and what you're studying. And I was like, I'm from Australia. I like to party. What's happening this weekend?
Yeah, hard.
Get at me, please.
And then booze is so cheap over there for us.
Oh, bro, it's like fucking gallon drums too.
Crazy.
Anyway, and then some dude was like, bro, you come to a research uni. And I was like, yeah, for real? And he was just like, yeah, you've cooked it.
Yeah, you've hit the wrong spot, bro.
You've hit the wrong spot. But I was in San Diego, like in California, and so I sort of made my own fun and sort of
hard.
resulted in a little bit of turmoil. But it was lots of fun. But I did, activities.
Yeah,
and so coming back and one night, one of my activities, we got fucked and we were at this dive bar and I found this like ranky like jukebox and there was this album art in there and it was like, I was like, fuck, this is mad. We're at this dive bar in Pacific Beach causing ruckus.
Yeah.
And the EP is called Trouble in Pacific Beach. And the cover art is actually a bootleg of the cover art that I found.
That's hard.
In the jukebox.
That's hard. Go suss that. Drop that in the comments if you're peeping that.
Yeah, Ramon Ayala. I don't know what the full name of the album was, but I bootlegged that shit.
If anyone can find it, pop it in the comments.
Yeah, drop it in the comments. And so that was sort of the concept for the album was I was like just sort of drawing on those fucking adventures in quotations. And so but then some of the tracks are just sort of like that's my girls, not really about that. It's just more about my favorite kinds of girls.
Yeah.
Girls that steal for you. Get at me. I need a new wardrobe. But yeah, so yeah, man, that's the recent project. Trouble in Pacific Beach. It's on all streaming. Check it out.
Go run.
Fucking mad.
It's been out it's just a week.
It came out last weekend. Sort of features on there from just like some of my boys, Carlos the Jackal, Room, Wise Guy, Bigfoot's on there, Melbourne OG, and then Sly Moon from Blau Records in the UK.
Big.
One of my faves.
Yeah,
so cool.
I love the project, man. How's the reception been from others? Fans fucking with it?
Way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Because
that's what we like.
Yeah, that's what we like. Only because I sort of had like, I didn't mention this, but like making the project, because I only made it sort of at the end of last year.
Yeah.
So I had like hit a hard road with just life and shit. And it was like,
happens.
got really rocky to a point where I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to finish this project. I was like, I kind of got to a point where like I was loving the music, but I was like, I was too down with life. And I was like, and I pushed it through, and then I got to a point where I was like talking to like people, and I was like, man, I just don't know. And they're like, bro, you got to put it out. And I put it out, and then cunts were just like, what the fuck? Like, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that's
mad. Glad you like it.
Have you picked up some like new MOG fans off the back of like the City Loop shit?
Yeah, man.
That are now tapping in with the project for the first time?
Yeah, or like it's been blessed like working with the boys because like it's a lot of people have sort of tapped in since that, and Carney must have super about it and about what I do, which is fucking fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
As I said, I got a lot of love for them.
Just legit love, that's it. And it's cool because you can see that the fan base is going to be fucking because the music is in that lane, and like Melbourne hip hop has an incredible community supporting each other, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, when it comes down to it, that's dope. What's next, man? What's even not short term? Like what do you want out of this shit, bro?
You know, man. Honestly, I think about this a lot. I've like. Looking back at my catalog, I'm like, fuck, I've already made so many rap songs, but I'm going to keep making rap songs.
Yeah,
just sort of, but as I said, like, you're looking at something and you fucking don't realize, but you're heading straight towards it, even if you're like not heading for it. I don't think I really could not do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think if you're really about what you fucking say you're about, like if you're really about rap and you're really about what you do, man, you like even there have been times where I've been like, fuck this, man. Like I'm just gonna smoke weed and do bad shit, or like just do something else.
The rap's more addictive than the weed, bro.
Oh god, yeah. And it's just like it's one of those things where it's like you just sort of fucking you fall so deeply. So I was gonna say in love, but I think it's more of an addiction. It's like this hybrid of love and addiction where it's like, man, I actually don't think I'd really want to not do it ever. Like I don't think I physically could. I would like if I put it down, it'd drive me mental. You know what I mean? I'd be like, bro, I gotta say something. I got something to say. Over 80 BPM. Let's go.
Let's get it.
But yeah, no. So I think honestly, I take it as it comes, man. I'm just fucking making tunes, people fucking with them. As I said, a lot happens without people knowing. Like there's heaps of shit that sort of happened that I'm sort of obviously can't even talk on, but exciting. There's plenty planned. There's plenty planned. As much as I don't look at it and I'm just like, yeah, bro, I was going to be fucking mad. I'll probably just do some shit and do some more shit. It's like...
Research University.
He's got shit
going on.
Research University. I'm trying to party. But yeah, no, it's like there's heaps on the horizon. So, just more, getting immersed in the in the industry side of things and being actually sort of not just like some fucking shit kicker on the side, just dropping. But I am gonna keep being that shit kicker on the side.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Nah, it's authentic, bro, and like that's what we've been showing love and like really grateful for the shit that you're doing, man. The voice that you're speaking on, and the contribution you're making to the culture, bro. Because and it's an exciting time to be part of fucking hip hop Melbourne in Australia, and you're bringing your own unique flavor. You like, there's only one MOG, bro, and I fucking appreciate it.
Bro. Thank you, man.
100%. Is there anything you want to plug to the people?
Trouble in Pacific Beach. It's on everything. Spotify, Apple Music, the shit ones that nobody uses, but they do pay you more. So maybe you should sign up for them. It's 8 tracks. It's fucking mad. And then when you finish that, you can go and listen to my other fucking 3 EPs, 2 albums.
Run it up.
Just go nuts. There's heaps there. And yeah, I'm playing March 18th, Workers Club, Pang Productions double launch.
Get it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then the rest I can't plug because you're just going to have to watch it unfold.
Can't steal his star, though. You can't
steal my star, G.
Yo, big love for coming through, my brother. And
thanks,
this
bro.
is just the beginning, bro.
Man, I can't. Bless, bro.
Big love. Big love. Yo, go run up MOG, $80. We out.
I snuck another bottle in, I built a whole dam on the prop. And it's the way she blowing blunts to the coffee, she could be my main square. You got bands like it's a fucking depression. You fake flossing, only fooling the dentist, so get the